Hi, kumusta kayo po? Magandang araw sa ating lahat and magandang hapon sa ating lahat po. Kumusta kayo? Ito po si Nico Fabian once again. Nandito naman sa programa natin TikTok, The Real Talk with Nico. Hope everything is running smoothly sa mga buhay natin po. Be it dyan po sa Pilipinas, be it dito sa Malaysia, o be it ang mga kababayan, kapatid at kaibigan natin sa iba-ibang parte ng mundo. Today is Sunday. Medyo late tayo nag-start ang programa natin ngayon because may mga Sunday obligations, religious obligations pa tayo. And ngayon, ready na tayo po. And we will be touching a little about the impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. Dahil isang tulong na lang, tomorrow we are going to wake up again and at 10 a.m. we are going to see the resumption of the impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. It will be the 17th day, no? Dahil last week na postpone yun po, na-cancel because of the bad weather condition dyan po sa Pilipinas. Baha ang Manila and walang pasok ang mga eskwelahan, walang pasok ang gobyerno, and because of that po na cancel o na-postpone ang gobyerno ng impeachment trial ni Inday Sara Duterte. Hopefully by tomorrow, no? By tomorrow, ma-resume na ito po. Although may mga stress pa rin tayo po tungkol sa weather conditions sa Pilipinas dahil may expected habagat na to be or to enter the Philippine area of responsibility either tonight or tomorrow po, no? And sana lang po, no? Sana lang po it will not worsen the situation dyan sa mga kababayan, kaibigan at kapatid natin, those who are now experiencing or biktima ng typhoon, victims of typhoon. Yon mga lugar nila po still flooded and they are facing a lot of difficulties in their daily lives. Sana lang po, no? Hindi ito really worsen ang situation ng mga biktima dyan po sa Pilipinas. But anyway, sige lang po. I just want to inform you, sa blogging natin is Sunday, I just want to inform you that tomorrow, we are expecting, or in fact, it is scheduled na ang resumption ng impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. And what is also very important, no? What is also very important to inform you po is that the impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte, walang changes pa this week or sa Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Ibig sabihin, there's no changes of schedule. In other words po, what I'm trying to say is that the hearing will start, or the trial will start at 10 a.m. no? As scheduled, no? As scheduled, 10 a.m. hanggang around before 3 o'clock or maybe until 3 o'clock po. After which they are going to adjourn, suspend the session or the hearing, and to pave way for the plenary session of the Senate that will start at maybe 3 o'clock or maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow po. So, in the meantime, no changes pa po. So, ibig sabihin, mag-live tayo ulit bukas at 10 a.m. No? And si Gina Acosta pa rin ang witness who will be taking the witness stand tomorrow. Tomorrow po. She is the disbursing officer of the Office of the Vice President. And siguro po, tomorrow we will see already ang cross-examination to be done by the defense team po. By the defense team. Sino kaya yon magawa? Si Attorney Christina Ferrer or sino po? Let's see po, no? Let's see, or si Backwell. Si Backwell po. So, let's see po, what will happen tomorrow. So, date natin yun po, no? Don't forget, ang appointment natin at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Dito po sa TikTok, The Real Talk with Nico. Anyway, I just want to inform you that the senators will meet bukas, tomorrow, to discuss the schedule of the impeachment trial of Vice President Inday Sara Duterte after recent inclement weather led to work disruption. No? Poor weather forced an early suspension of the trial last Monday. No? And the Senate Impeachment Court opted to postpone trial days on Tuesday and Wednesday. Na-postpone sila po last Tuesday and Wednesday because of the bad weather conditions sa Manila. The inclement weather, along with impending hearings on the proposed 2027 national budget, has led to suggestions to change the schedule of the impeachment trial because of what happened last week. No? Now, the senator judges or the impeachment court will be deciding. Hopefully by tomorrow, they will come up with a decision to reschedule ang impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. Ibig sabihin po, in the event, this will have a rescheduling of or reschedule of the hearings po. Ibig sabihin, it will be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but this time around, it will be at 3 p.m. onwards. At 3 p.m. maybe hanggang 7:30 or onwards po. No? So it will not be, or andi na po yon oras para sa impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. And in other words also po, that the plenary session of the Senate will start in the morning from 10 a.m. hanggang 2:30 p.m. Yon po ang suggestion. No? Most likely that will be the new schedule of the plenary session of the Senate, and at the same time, new schedule for the impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. No? And this proposal was raised last week, or the other week pa yata yun, di ba? Made by Senator Judge Mick Subiri. He himself came out with a proposal during the impeachment trial, suggesting that let's move ang schedule ng impeachment trial from 10 a.m. Let's go to 3 p.m. Then ang 10 a.m. schedule will be taken over by the plenary session ng Senado. So it's a good idea, no? It's a good idea. And in the event, they will have a decision. Most likely they will agree with this, with the suggestion po, no? So in the event there will be announcement, no? The announcement will be made not tomorrow and not Tuesday. Definitely the official announcement of the new schedule will be announced by presiding officer Senator Judge Chis Escudero. That will be on Wednesday, no? On Wednesday before the suspension of the trial, no? On Wednesday. And it means if everything goes well, everybody will agree with the new schedule, ibig sabihin, it will take effect on September 1st. September 1st po. The following Monday. September 1st. So, yun po. And according to some news that I managed to gather po, no? Si Senator Judge Ping Lacson, Panfilo Lacson, said the sentiment of the majority of Senate judges is to move the impeachment trial in the afternoon, starting September 1st. Under the proposed setup, the regular Senate session, sabi ni Lacson, may be held Monday to Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and trial would start at 2:30 p.m. to at least 7:30 and onwards po if there is a need. Lacson said that most members of the Senate majority bloc want to maximize the time for the impeachment trial by holding legislative sessions in the morning and moving the trial to the afternoon and potentially extending it into the evening. At least in the majority group, this is a dominating sentiment po, or majority of them will agree with this new schedule. We will hold the legislative sessions in the morning, so the impeachment trial would not be short or cut short. It is a move practically set up, he said. To me, sabi ni Lacson, this is more practical and my colleagues in the majority bloc share this sentiment. Lacson said there is no pressure to end the proceedings strictly at 7:30 p.m., adding it could extend up to 11 p.m. if necessary. Not necessarily it will end at 7:30 because 5 hours siya po, no? Kung kailangan pa, it can even move until midnight, until 11 or midnight, no? Depende na yun po sa mga senator judges po. Lexon said that if the senators agree on the new schedule, it will likely be announced on Wednesday, August 26, as announcement on trial schedules for the next week are usually made on Wednesdays, so the prosecution and defense will have enough time to prepare. If there are pressing matters on the legislative side, we can flip the schedule again if needed, sabi ni Lacson. Definitely next week, or starting tomorrow, the impeachment trial will still be in the morning. If it will be moved to the afternoon, the week after, it will be announced by presiding officer on Wednesday, Lacson added. At the present, Lacson said he does not see the trial finishing by December, as the prosecution has not finished presenting the second of its 4 articles, after which the defense will still have to present its case. Senate Majority Leader Mick Zubiri had previously suggested holding plenary session in the morning and the impeachment trial in the afternoon is the most logical thing to do. So when we talk about the impeachment trial of Sara Duterte, kailan ito matapos po? So, klaro-klaro, sabi ni Senator Judge Ping Lacson, he don't see it will finish early, and most likely it will even go as far as December, no? As far as the month of December. Dahil mayroon tayo 4 na impeachment articles of impeachment against Inday Sara Duterte, or Vice President Inday Sara Duterte. One is the grave threat, which tapos na po. And now, ongoing pa rin po. No? Di pa tapos ang confidential funds, alleged misuse of confidential funds. Pagkatapos yan po, the third article of impeachment is bribery. And the last one will be ill-gotten wealth po. So, nasa 2 pa lang tayo po. And yung 2 po, impeachment, hindi pa tapos. Hindi pa tapos. That's why we'll see po. We'll see kung bukas, no? Bukas, we will see the cross-examination to be made by the defense team. By the defense team po. And, yun na nga po. They are saying, most likely, no? We must remember, it will still prolong dahil ito po, ang prosecution witnesses pa lang. Wala pa ang defense witnesses. They will be presenting the witnesses ang defense po. So, hindi. It's very impossible by the month of September matapos itong impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. It might go on until December. And some senator judges were even saying, no? Baka it will extend until middle of the year of 2027. Pagdating niyan po sa middle of the year, June, July, no? And then pasok na ang filing of candidacy para sa 2028 presidential election, that will be October. Then, mahirap na po. No? Mahirap na po. Mahirap na dahil ang mga tao po will now be will now focus their attention sa mga kandidato na po. And mga kandidato din po will be very busy already. No? Very busy already moving around to prepare for their campaign period. No? Campaign period that will start maybe by January 2028 or February 2028. Depende yan po sa announcement ng COMELEC. Ang COMELEC po. So, this is the situation lang po sa impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. As I reported earlier, na kagaya dito mga Filipino sa Malaysia po, no? Hindi naman lahat, but quite a number of them, no? They know what is happening sa Pilipinas, ang impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. And I noticed po na although they are aware, but they're not very keen to go all the daily trials of Inday Sara Duterte, they are going to watch live. Dahil po, kagaya sa mga Filipinos dyan po sa Pilipinas, mga kababayan, kapatid, at kaibigan natin, mas interesado ng mga Pilipino po tungkol paano, how to put food sa table para sa pamilya nila. No? Dahil mahirap na ang buhay sa Pilipinas dahil what is happening. Especially itong mga flood victims mo, you don't expect them. Siguro, mayroon din sa kanila, they really want to follow ang trial ni Inday Sara Duterte, impeachment trial. But because what happened to their houses, what happened to their community, submerged under the water, kagaya yung mga lugar dyan po sa Bulacan, dyan po sa Cavite. There are still a lot of places dyan po hanggang ngayon, submerged under the water pa po. And of course, may mga biktima already po, mga flood victims, some of them became sick because of the dirty water sa mga bahay nila po. And of course, some of them are still staying sa mga evacuation centers. So, menos the number of people viewing or watching itong impeachment trial ni Inday Sara Duterte. And not only that, we also notice, I also notice po, ang mga Filipinos, karamihan ng mga Filipinos po, apart from focus sila po on how to feed their family, how to earn money po, with this kind of situation they're facing now, especially mga flood victims po, they're also more concerned, they're also more concerned on the flood control scandal instead of the impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. Some are saying, ito impeachment trial ni Duterte po, because of the threshold is too high, 16, to convict Inday Sara Duterte, you must have a total of 60 votes out of the 24 senators. And it is not that easy to get that 16 votes to convict Inday Sara Duterte. So, some are saying, tapos na ang laban dito po, tapos na ang drama, ang hearing, it is just drama. Some are saying it is already scripted, Inday Sara will be convicted, others say the other thing, the other thing po. So, mixed reaction na talaga po. But, majority of the Filipinos, 100% po, they want to know, they want to watch. Instead of the impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte, gustong-gusto mga Pilipino po to see ang hearing ng Blue Ribbon Committee po. Yon flood control project scandal. Unfortunately po, it was already announced by the chairman of the Blue Ribbon Committee that they are not going to conduct any continuation of the flood control project sa Blue Ribbon Committee. He will, or she is Chairman Erwin Tulfo, sabi na po, they will just leave it to the Ombudsman to continue the investigation. Dahil dyan po, ganit ang mga Filipino po. Because pagdating na sa Ombudsman po, walang klaro po. We won't be able to see because it will not be open to the public ang investigation nila. And yun po, from the very beginning, yun na po, sila Senator Marcoleta, ang mga minority bloc members, they are saying why they want to take the administration of the Senate again po. It is because they don't want to continue or resume the flood control project investigation carried out by the Blue Ribbon Company. And that is really happening po. That is really what is happening ngayon. So yun, ganun yan po. Kawawa naman po, malungkot din tayo. Ako mismo po, I want to see na ano talaga ang Blue Ribbon Committee po. Because involves trillions of money, 1 point something trillion pesos, lost, pocketed, or nagnakaw, stolen from the taxpayers, Kagaya sa atin mga ordinaryong Filipino who's paying the tax. And that money went to the irresponsible, greedy politicians po. When I say politician, it means hindi naman lahat. It means senators mentioned, congressmen's names were mentioned. Even ang implicated, ang pangalan ni President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos, ang First Lady natin also implicated, alleged, involvement in this flood control project accordingly. And even state or cabinet secretaries ni BBM, and also former House Speaker ng Congress, si Congressman Martin Romualdez, si Saldico, former Congressman Saldico, top government officials, top government and department heads involved po, including the private sectors, ang mga contractors po, undersecretaries, assistant secretaries also involved. Klarong-klaro na po, nandyan na po mga pangalan, but what we Filipinos want, kagaya kami dito sa Sabah, what we want is, nakita na natin ebidensya dyan po kay Martin Romualdez, ang mga statement made by former secretary ng Department of Public Works and Highways, si Manny Bunuan, nandyan na po, nakita na natin ang earlier statement na made by Toby Chanco about galit na galit si BBM kay Martin Romualdez, during their three-cornered meeting, klaro na po na there is involvement there, and klarong-klaro po, delivered, ang mga tao mention, kagaya nila Olivar ba yun? Olivar, si Bersamin, and many others po, Sana nag-focus na sila po, Nag-focus na ang gobyerno, even ang Blue Ribbon Committee noon po. They already focus on this thing kasi nandyan na po, may guide na sila po. But it did not happen during the time of the chairmanship of Senator Lacson, Every time malapit na sila sa mga big fish po, malapit na kay Romualdez, nag-stop yun po ang investigation. Yun po. Do not blame sa amin po, mga Filipinos, mga ordinaryong Filipino po, because that's how we look at it. That's how we look at it po. Ngayon, nandiyan na naman po, they're talking about the recantation of si Oli Gutesa, and for other soldiers, they retracted ang earlier statement nila sa affidavit nila po. And alam na nila po what is happening, Instead yung mga, you can count on their allegations or statements po ng mga sundalo, but sana po ang gobyerno also po will bring out ito sila Olivar, sila Bersamin, and investigate them, But what is happening po? What happened po? Wala po. And that is why ang mga Filipinos, we are not happy with what is happening ngayon dyan po sa ongoing investigation ni Inday Sara Duterte, as well as itong sabihin natin flood control project scandal. The BBM administration promised many times. Even last year, he was saying walang Christmas daw itong mga tao po. Pero hanggang ngayon, they're still free men. Those who are aggressive, very vocal, criticizing the government on the manner the government is running the show sa Pilipinas po, yun po, they are the ones now behind bars. They are the one behind bars. Pero yun talaga po, na we already heard based on the investigation carried out by the authorities concerned dyan po sa Pilipinas, ang gobyerno po, they are free men po. Kagaya si Saldico, kagaya si Martin Romualdez, and many others po, like mga Senator Joel Villanueva, Senator Chis Escudero. What happened to them now? ang kaso nila po. Earlier, sabi ang ombudsman na it's just a matter of time. We are going to file cases, plunder cases against these senators, against these congressmen. But because they moved to the camp of the government, parang bula lang din po ang kaso nila po, nawala ang kaso nila. So selective justice ba ito or ano? You cannot blame if many Filipinos are thinking this way po. You cannot blame why we are thinking this way. Masakit man po, but if the government, BBM administration really serious in solving itong problema, corruption sa Pilipinas, especially itong flood control projects, no? Dapat po, itong mga big fish po will be put behind bars. No? Ang mga Filipinos, we are not, you cannot blame mga Filipinos if we are questioning ang impeachment trial ni Inday Sara Duterte, confidential funds worth 1.25 million pesos. Allegedly, she's misspending, no? In fact, hindi na yung 125 million is only, ang questionable items dyan po is only 73 million something po. And remember, ang COA investigation, hindi pa natapos. Hindi pa yun final. No? But the way how things are moving now, how they are trying to show to the public, parang may kasalanan na si Vice President Inday Sara Duterte. Tapos na ang investigasyon. Nakita na natin po sa hearing last week and the previous week na sinabi na si Acosta na she confirmed na hindi pa tapos ang COA investigation. Even though they will finish already the investigation, pero mayroon pa yon period of time for the office of the Vice President or even the office of the Department of Education, which was handled before by Vice President Inday Sara Duterte. They can still appeal and even go to the extent of appealing it dyan po sa Supreme Court. But what is happening now po, parang nag-judge na kay Inday Sara Duterte. But anyway, let's see what will happen tomorrow po, no? Let's see what will happen tomorrow. So, but that's how things are moving ngayon dyan po sa Pilipinas. When it comes to kay Inday Sara Duterte, Vice President Inday Sara Duterte impeachment trial sa flood control projects, marami po mga Filipino disappointed. Disappointed po. Kaya nga, all we have to do is, we have to do something. And let's see po, no? Let's see anong mga updates. Ang Nick Talk, the Real Talk with Nico will continue to monitor ang situation dyan po sa Pilipinas. And I'll make sure na kayo po, lahat ang mga, all the followers in my program, Nick Talk, the Real Talk with Nico, I'll make sure that you will be properly informed. I might not be able to give you the breaking news, but definitely whatever news I'm going to share with you, no, will still be fresh. So, okay lang. Hanggang dito na lang muna tayo ang programa natin on a Sunday, August 23. And those who are celebrating their birthday today, I would like to say happy birthday to all of you. And those who are celebrating any other occasions, special occasions today, may your celebrations be fruitful, memorable, and problem-free po. To those who will be celebrating their birthday tomorrow, advance happy birthday to all of you. That includes also to my elder sister, si Cherry Fabian, who will also be celebrating her birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday to my beloved sister. And those who will be celebrating their birthday tomorrow and other special occasions. So with this, once again, si Nico Fabian would like to say thank you very much for making me a part of your day today. Salamat. Don't play. I'll see you in my next episode. Bye!